Okay, I think we live. Hold on. Okay, we live. We live.
We live? How are we live? I don't even see this shit.
I don't know. We live. We live.
Whoa. I can't. Oh, let me see it. Because I can't.
Yo, we live. We live.
It's on the same.
How are we live? We're live. Let's just start. I don't know how it's working right now.
What is good?
What's up, everybody? That was a weird way to start the podcast just now. But yeah, welcome to our first live YouTube stream. Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Are you listening on your what's name?
My bad.
I was about to say. Oh, okay.
I got
Hey,
it
man,
right here
what's
on my phone.
going
So
on?
yeah, I got it on my phone so I can keep up with if it's going good or not. Okay, but yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Q&E Podcast. We are experimenting right now. This is our first time going live. Hopefully next time we'll be able to try and go live on Facebook, but right now we're live on YouTube. So let's get into it. What's up, Quincy? Quincy's still trying to figure all this out because it's going on his computer.
Yes, sir. If you don't know, my name is Quincy Heath, and that's my boy Edgar Martin. And man, it feels good just to be on the live stream for the first time, man. I always wanted to do this as a kid, and I'm on a YouTube live. Get to it. So if you never listened to the Q&E podcast, damn, bro, I can hear that more than you.
Hear what?
Oh, is that me?
It might be you. I don't know.
Nah, bro, that ain't me. Oh, it is me, bro. Damn, okay. Now I think we straight. You still playing it?
I swiped off of it.
Oh, okay. But we still live though?
Yeah, we still live. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Let's start off fresh, man. Let's start off fresh because I had that jump playing in the background. So like I said, this is the Q&E podcast. My name is Quincy Hicks. That is my boy Edgar Martin. And we do a podcast about mainly sports, but we also talk about entertainment topics, current events, movies, music in the future, man. So definitely check us out on all of our podcast platforms. We're on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that. Shout out to Blue Collar Media for putting us on the website. We definitely appreciate that, man. And we just here to talk about the NFL scheduling, a little bit about Earl Thomas, Cam news, who's going to have the most fantasy impact because of the schedule. So Edgar, just let's dive into it with the three toughest and the three easiest schedules from last night's reveal of the schedules for every team.
I would say for me, I don't know if I have a third team for the easiest schedule right now, but I know my two top teams right now for the two quote unquote easiest schedules, I say would be Tampa Bay and New Orleans. And I say that just because of the fact that New Orleans usually does good regardless of however their schedule may look. They're always a solid 10-6 or 11-5 team. And I feel like this year Tampa Bay also has that chance to be 11-5. That's what I have them going as. Oddly enough, they play each other for the first game of the season, for the regular season. So that's going to be a good battle to see who starts off 1-0 or 0-1. But those are the two teams that I have for the easiest schedule. I also seen, I want to say, what was the other team that I thought had a pretty easy schedule? It might have been was it Denver? Yeah. Denver, actually, no, they got to play Kansas City twice. Never mind. It was another team that I had that had a pretty decent schedule. I can't think of the third team right off the top of my head, but Tampa Bay and New Orleans for sure have the two easiest schedules to me. And I say for the three hardest schedules, Dallas's schedule is pretty, Dallas' schedule ain't never really hard. It's just they make it harder than what it needs to be. So I got Dallas up there, even though they're really talented this year. Even though Arizona has a much better offensive plan now, I feel like they have a pretty tough schedule coming up. I still see them going 8-8, maybe 9-7. And I also think who has another hard schedule? Just Atlanta, just for the fact that I don't feel like Atlanta is going to be good at all. I feel like Atlanta has a tough schedule as well. They play Seattle for the first game, Dallas right after that. They also got to play. They got to play the Bucks twice. Obviously, they got to play New Orleans twice. They play Kansas City around the end of the season. So I feel like Atlanta has a pretty tough schedule too.
Yeah, man. Let me just finish typing. Still trying to do some tweaks on the YouTube channel, man. But I know for a fact Seattle had one of the hardest schedules I've seen. And I picked up a little stat from Pat McAfee today. They said Seattle has to travel 29,000 miles throughout the whole 16-game season. And that's the most by far. They said Baltimore in total just has to travel 6,000. In total, all their 16 games, just 6,000. And Seattle has to do 29. So do you think that will have an impact on their season? And they said they've been doing it for a long time, all these miles. And obviously we know where they're placed on the, in the United States. But do you think that will have an impact on them this season at all?
I really feel like it will, but like you said, they usually have to travel far every season. But it definitely will play a part because all that mileage, all that traveling, all that back and forth between, especially when it comes down to division games, like all that back and forth, like it can be really exhausting. So I feel like it'll definitely play a part in how they play, but I don't think it'll be like a serious effect on if they can win or not. Because like I said, they travel so much anyway every season.
Yeah. So I've just got the schedule up right now, bro. So let me see. I remember Philly was one of the ones we was talking about last night. Philly definitely had the hardest ones. Philly has to play, starting in week 4, Philly has to play San Francisco. That's an L. They got Pittsburgh, a tough one. That's going to be a tough game.
Baltimore right after that.
They're Baltimore right after that. And then you got Dallas. Dallas going to be tough. You got Cleveland. I think they're going to be way better than they were this past season. Green Bay always tough. New Orleans, Dallas again. That's a lot of games where Philly is going to be in straight dog fights this next season, bro. And Philly is a team that likes to hang around, or they play it to the level of their competition, I want to say. So even with these Washingtons, I think that they're still going to play down and could possibly lose those games. So with all those tough games throughout the season, bro, I don't even know if I can see them making the playoffs, bro. So they definitely had one of the ones I seen last night. Definitely hardest schedule. Tampa Bay has to have the cakest schedule I've ever seen in my life.
I wouldn't say the cakest. I say we tied with New Orleans for the easiest schedule. I don't want to say our schedule too easy, and then we end up going 10-6, and everybody like, see, we told y'all want to go blah blah blah. I don't want to hear all that. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go 11-5. That's what I'm gonna say. It's 5 games that I can see us losing. Not saying we will lose them, but there's 5 games for sure I can see us losing.
See, the betting odds had y'all at like, I want to say they had y'all at like 10 games. They had y'all over and under 10 games. So it's like, man, they could see y'all either one. I think y'all going to get 13. How y'all schedule looking? I think y'all going to lose to Atlanta one time. Y'all going to lose to New Orleans one time.
Everybody keeps saying Atlanta. We're going to sweep
Atlanta. Bro, Atlanta's going to be way better this season, bro. It's not going to be the same Atlanta that we're used to, bro.
As long as Matty Ice there, I'm not worried about Atlanta. I'm not.
Bro, I don't like Matty Ice either, bro. We can't disrespect this man like he's not an MVP at the same time, bro. We can't disrespect
one season. Oh,
bro, we can't disrespect. Matty Ice solid. I don't like the man, but he's solid though, bro. I can't complain about Matty Ice at all, bro. So I think that's an L. And
y'all think Jameis solid, so I'm not surprised by this.
I think Jameis is great. I think Jameis is gonna be great. So you can say that, bro. You can say that, but I think Matt Ryan is still a solid, competent quarterback in the league. He's definitely like top 12-ish. Like you can't disagree with that. He's top 12 quarterback in the league. So he's
okay.
Yeah, he can get it
just from a roster standpoint. Okay.
Yeah, bro. And with all the weapons they have, you still got Julio. You got Todd Gurley now. They tried to get some pieces on the defense with Dante Fowler and I think Vic Beasley left, but I think they had somebody else on the defensive end.
They just got somebody else too. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But
I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're missing a lot of corners though, bro. So if it's somewhere you can attack against Atlanta, it's their secondary, man. Their secondary is PU. It stinks. I think all they got is Robert Alford, bro. That is it, bro. So their secondary definitely can be attacked. So let me see who else. Another schedule that I've seen last night. Baltimore schedule finna be. I said Houston schedule last night, didn't I, bro?
You said Houston and Philly. Yep. Those were the 2 I remember you saying.
Yep, because Houston got Kansas City in week 1, Baltimore after that, Pittsburgh after that, and then Minnesota. Those are 4 possible losses right there, bro. And this is all without DeAndre Hopkins. We have to remember that. We don't know who Deshaun Watson's number one receiver is going to be this season. We're all saying Brandon Cook because he's the best one, but is he still capable of staying healthy throughout a season? There's a lot of questions that still go along with the Houston wide receiving core. Will Fuller, can he stay healthy? Jacksonville, that's a dub. But you got Tennessee. Then you got Green Bay. Then you got Jacksonville again. That's a dub. Then you got Cleveland. Like I said, I think they're going to be better. So it's like, bro, you got Chicago, Indianapolis twice. It's a lot of games on that schedule where could be L. So if we think, do you think their ceiling is what they got last year, the second round? Do you see them possibly getting there again?
I don't see second round. They can definitely make the playoffs, but I don't see anything past a first round game, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
They got a chance to make that. Now that there's going to be 7 teams instead of 6, you know, they got a chance to fight for that 7th spot. But other than that,
yeah,
I don't see Houston making that much noise with the amount of weapons that they lost. So
yeah, bro, I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot at all, bro. And who else? New Orleans jumps pretty cake, so I would put them in the easiest as well. Everybody in the NFC South schedule is pretty light this year to me.
I'm Atlanta, bro. I'm telling you, Atlanta's schedule is not that light, honestly. For them, for Atlanta, it's not that light of a schedule. They got to play us twice. I see them losing to us twice. They got to play New Orleans twice. I see that happening. I see them splitting with Carolina. Like,
I think Carolina is going to be shitty this season, bro. I think Carolina will be 5-11, 4-12 type. So I don't know if I can see Atlanta splitting with them. I could see Atlanta beating them twice. Let me look at the Atlanta schedule. Let's go through their schedule right now, bro. They got Seattle in week 1. Who you got?
That's an L. I'm going with Seattle.
That's an L. I agree. They got Dallas week 2.
That's an L. Going with Dallas. If Dallas lose to Atlanta, I'm gonna be pissed.
But you gotta think too, bro. You gotta think too. Is Dak gonna be there?
It's at Dallas. I don't care.
Dak or Dalton, it don't matter?
Huh?
I said Dak or Dalton, it doesn't matter?
If Dak don't play, you got Andy Dalton. Like, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter.
Like I said, they don't have a secondary, so that's really gonna hurt them, bro. That's really
exactly. Chicago, I'll take them over Chicago. Chicago next.
And that's still tough because what if Nick Foles get in there and do his Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying, shenanigans? You know what I'm saying? That could be an L for Atlanta too.
It's a home game. I'll get them Chicago. I'll get them that.
Let's dive into Chicago real quick, bro. Let's stop talking about the schedule. Let's dive into Chicago for a minute. So they obviously got Nick Foles. Their defense has always been a top 10 defense, but it's like they're just getting older now. And I feel like Khalil Mack's time or his prime is being wasted in a way, man. So what do you foresee for the Chicago Bears this season?
I honestly, first off, I don't feel like Khalil Mack's time is being wasted. Honestly, when you're a linebacker, it's like, yeah, you want to be part of a winning team, but you don't really have a position that, well, let me not say it like that, because if your team is built on defense, then that's one thing. And I feel like Chicago's team in general, they're not really built around anybody at the moment. Like, as great as Khalil Mack is, they're not even built around him. It's just he's just getting his while he's up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like his time is being wasted necessarily, because it's not like it's built around him and they're not winning. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's just another piece to a puzzle that they're trying to fill. But I don't know. I feel like they trying to go in the right direction. I'm glad they didn't keep Trubisky. I'm glad they didn't do that. So hopefully,
I mean, he could possibly still be the quarterback, but he's gonna be in a dogfight with Nick Foles.
I'd rather take Nick Foles. You know what Nick Foles can give you. I mean, granted, when Nick Foles starts, he doesn't do as well as when he has to come in for the clutch. But still, I'd rather take that. I'd rather take a vet over Trubisky.
I don't know, bro. Every time Nick Foles is not in Philadelphia, he does not play like Nick Foles. When he went to the Rams, he didn't play like himself. When he went to the Jaguars, he wasn't himself. He was injured for
it's the Jaguars. I don't expect anybody to be themselves.
Like I'm saying, bro. That's not, but still, I just don't believe in Nick Foles outside of Philly. When he's in Philly, he got that Philly magic. But when he's outside of Philly, like I said, with the Rams and with the Jags, we seen, it's like we can't see. I can't see it with Nick Foles, man. So it's like, can we see a jump from Trubisky? Possibly. is very unlikely, but I maybe from Trubisky, maybe.
Let's finish that Atlanta schedule real quick because I really feel like they schedule hard. They got Green Bay after Chicago at Green Bay. That's an L. I give them the first Carolina game.
Yeah.
That could be a dub because it's at home. They're going to lose at Minneapolis. They're going to lose to Detroit at home, even though they should win.
They're going to lose to Detroit?
At home. They should win, but they're going to lose. Carolina, they're going to go to Carolina and lose. Denver, L. Bye week, and then they have to go to New Orleans. That's an L. Raiders, it's a home game, but
that's a dub.
That's a dub. I don't know now. They got don't the Raiders got Mariota? Mariota got something to prove.
Man, Mariota, man, trash, man. Get out of here. That man trash.
All right. I'll get them that dub. New Orleans, L, Chargers. They gotta go to LA. Who quarterback for the Chargers right now?
Tyrod Taylor
and my boy Herbert there now too.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
but Herbert, I'm
gonna get that to the Chargers. I'm giving that to the Chargers.
I don't think Herbert's starting this year though. I think it's what's name.
Yeah, Tyrod gonna start. I'm still giving it to the Chargers, and then they got to play Tampa Bay. That's an L. We winning that. Kansas City, that's an L, and then Tampa Bay again at Tampa. Like that's 3 L's to end. That's damn near 4 L's for me. 5 if you include New Orleans to end the season. Their schedule tough. I don't care what nobody say. They're gonna win by 5 games. But the thing is, bro,
is it really tough or is it tough for Atlanta?
It's tough for Atlanta. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, is it tough? Period. Like with this Philly schedule, this schedule is tough for anybody. You feel what I'm saying?
Not really. It depends on what team it is. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
You can't say a general toughness because every team is like completely different. So
no, but with this Philly schedule, bro, I think that Philly schedule is tough for anybody. Like
if you gave Baltimore that Philly schedule, I promise you the outcome is gonna be so much different.
Oh no. But Baltimore's losing 7 games in the Philly schedule. Trust.
What?
They losing about 7 of them, bro.
If you put Baltimore in this NFC Philly schedule that they got, they beat in Washington, they beat in the Rams.
Those dubs.
They beat in Cincinnati. San Fran, they beat San Fran, but it's gonna be a dog fight because that's how it was last time. Pittsburgh,
that's a dog fight.
They might lose that because it's at Pittsburgh.
Skip the Baltimore.
Baltimore one. Dub. Dallas, dub. Giants again, dub.
Okay, hold on, bro. You skipping over Dallas a little too easy there, bro. Hold on. Dallas might be something.
Dub.
Hold on, you got
Cleveland. Giants, dub. Cleveland, dub. Seattle. I get them that.
I get them a loss.
I get them a dub. Green Bay, dub. New Orleans, that could be an L. Arizona, dub. Dallas might sneak up on them and beat them the second time because they ain't gonna care because it's around the end of the season. And then Washington, dub. I'm telling you, if you put a raw team with that Philly schedule, it's not gonna be the same for every team. I promise it's not.
I don't know, bro. I just can't see it. I think every team in that Philly gauntlet, because Philly gonna go through hell this season, bro.
Oh yeah, Philly is because it's them with that schedule. Like,
hold on, who Baltimore got? Let's slide up to Baltimore, see who Baltimore rocking with this season. The real Baltimore schedule.
Cleveland.
So they got Cleveland. They lost to Cleveland last season. So that could probably be an L.
Y'all gonna get tired of me saying dub because I see a lot of dubs for these teams.
Houston, dog fight.
It's a dub. They're not losing to Houston.
Dog fight. Kansas City, a L.
Yeah, that's an L.
Washington, dub. Cincinnati, dub. Philly,
dub.
You saying
dub,
easy, bro? You saying dub a little too easy. I think Philly gonna be a dog fight too.
Oh my gosh.
I think Philly a dog fight.
I give Pittsburgh. That's an L for when they go against Pittsburgh. Indianapolis, dub. New England, dub. Tennessee, L. Pittsburgh, they ain't gonna lose Pittsburgh twice, so I get them a dub. Dallas, dub. Cleveland, They'll split with Cleveland because Cleveland is gonna be around the end of the season and they'll have a playoff look by the end, so they ain't really gonna care too much. Jacksonville dub, New York Giants dub, Cincinnati dub. Pretty cake schedule.
12-4?
Huh?
What that is about 12-4?
Yeah, about 12-4, maybe 11-5. Yeah, that's solid. It's like the Bucks.
It's solid, bro.
But,
do you predict Lamar Jackson to have the same effect?
Yes.
Last season.
Yes. No doubt.
Because once they get that tape on you, bro, it's a different feel.
It don't matter, bro. This is a generational talent that he's Michael Vick 2.0. Like Michael Vick, smarter and way more accurate. We just ain't seen nothing like this before. We seen something like it, but we've never seen this. Like Vick was the beginning, and now Vick was the blueprint to something even bigger, which is now Lamar Jackson. I know a lot of people never like for the original person to be outshined by the new person, but this is a situation where the new one is better than the old one. So,
I can't. I always got to fight with you on that one, bro. I can never just give that one to you, bro.
Because you're letting the nostalgia of Vic cloud your judgment.
Yeah, bro. Let's just
you can't
give it up.
You can't let the nostalgia for every older person stop you from giving the newer person credit for being better. It's like
no. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll give him credit for what he's doing. Like obviously he's a top 3. Because I think we don't give Cam credit for being a mobile QB, but still, I think he's definitely a top 3 mobile quarterback. But Michael Vick was just something else, bro. Now, granted, I know everybody says he can throw better than Mike Vick and this, that, the third, but Mike Vick had an arm, bro. And I think a lot of people forget that man was slinging it 70 yards without trying. Man was something different.
But you got Deshaun Jackson, bro. All you got to do is sling it, and Deshaun gonna be down the field, open, naked, damn near every time.
he ain't have him when he was with the Falcons though. When he was really his prime, he ain't have him when he was in his prime.
But I say Lamar better because he's just way more pinpoint. Like the passing, his mind when it comes to making passing decisions is so much better. He's way more thoughtful when it comes to his body because he doesn't take nearly the amount of hits that Vic would purposely take. Like Vic would run straight through the middle. He wouldn't try to run out of bounds. Vic running through the middle, you're going to have to smack him to bring him down. Lamar, no, I'm going to take care of my mind, my body. Ain't going to be no CTE over here.
Bro, but that was the game back then. Though. We wasn't really thinking about the hits back then. We way more smarter now than we were back in 2000.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he better. But
I'm just saying that's how the NFL was, period. That's how the NFL was, bro. They was taking hits like that.
I told you that earlier. They didn't care about themselves 10 years down the line. They just only cared about in the now.
That's what I'm saying though, bro. That you making my point. They didn't care about the future. They cared about the now. And
you can't fault the future because the Pat. Oh my God, we getting caught up. I don't even know how to say
what is this? Back to the Future, boy? Damn. But yeah, bro. I just gotta go with Mike Vick all the time. And you gotta think about his cultural impact, bro. That man Mike Vick was something different. He was the AI of football.
I will say that. He definitely was.
Yeah, bro. Because we have to admit there would not be a Lamar Jackson without a Michael Vick coming in and changing the game.
That's true. Like I said, you gotta have the original. But there are few times when the new is better than the original. Incredibles 2, better than Incredibles 1.
Whoa.
I gotta say it.
Slow your roll.
The second Incredibles.
When did we get here?
The second Incredibles was definitely better than the first one. I love the first one. The first one.
I barely remember the first one. Or the second one.
The second one was you barely see a movie have a part 2 that's better than the part 1, and that was the situation. And I feel like it's the same thing with Lamar. Lamar is the second version, and he ended up being better than the first.
You gotta chill, bro. The first Incredibles is nostalgic, bro. How can you get better than the first?
By doing what they did with the second.
What was the plot? I already forgot the second Incredibles plot, bro. What was that plot?
The plot was supers were made illegal still, and they weren't allowed. Yeah, they weren't allowed to publicly save the day and stuff like that. But this tycoon, this rich tycoon, He got Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible, and Frozone, and he wanted them three to be the face of like the new hero epidemic of trying.
And
to
the
make
sister ended up flipping.
The sister.
The rich person's sister ended up getting them.
Yeah, she tried to make them like mind slaves and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. I remember it now. It's still
the plot was so deep, bro. That's why I'm like, the plot was so deep in the second one.
Who was the villain in the first Incredibles, bro? The one in the white and black.
Syndrome.
Come on, bro. How can you get better than him? Now you talking
Screenslaver. Screenslaver, the girl in the second one, Screenslaver. She was a way better villain. Syndrome was just a fanboy that didn't get no attention.
But that was way more relatable. That was way more relatable, bro. That was way more relatable. You want to be in Syndrome's position when you get older, bro.
You don't.
Heroes' brains. That's way more relatable.
This man kept a grudge from like 12 to 35. Like, who does that? Like,
hey, that's relatable. It's a lot of people out here like that, and we seen it in all of these Marvel movies that's coming out. How the people that were getting in it with Tony Stark ended up haunting Peter Parker. We seeing that people hold grudges, bro. It's relatable. It's relatable. That's why I said I always go with the first Incredibles before I go with that, bro. Got to. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you.
Saying Despicable Me 2 is better than Despicable Me 1.
Nah, that's not the same at all. That's not the same at all.
It is. Toy Story 1 or 2? Toy Story 1 or 2?
The first one.
All I'm saying is the original is always the best. Always, never.
The first Toy Story is always going to be the best to me. Like, now one thing I will say, what Toy Story did well, every movie they made after the first one hit. Like there was not the second one hit, the third one hit, the fourth one hit. All of them were really good. None of them fell off. But the first one will always be the best because I feel like that was the movie that Pixar needed to make Disney say, whoa, like we got competition. Like, and that I feel like that's a big part of why Disney bought Pixar, because it's like Pixar gave them a new, you realize like that type of animation led the way to so many other animated movies. We wouldn't even do 2D animation no more. Mm-hmm. It was like 3D animation from then on out. So I was just like, yeah, the first one was just so iconic. Plus, we ain't never seen a movie like that before when toys actually talk. So yeah, that was just crazy.
But like I said, bro,
I got that from I ain't think about that till I Kev on Stage. Shout out to Kev on Stage if you're watching this. He's a Facebook comedian and he be having his unpopular opinion stuff. And he had a dude on there say that. And I was like, damn, I ain't think about it till you just said.
That is true, bro. You heard that one story about Marvel, bro, how Marvel was going down the drain and Blade ended up saving them, the movie Blade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why people be so upset that they haven't tried to like restart Blade in any type of way. Because without Blade, Marvel would not be what it is today.
Let me comment on that. They don't need a new Blade. They don't need a new Blade, bro. Wesley Snipes is the only Blade we need.
I ain't mean like a new person. I just meant like a new storyline or something like that. I ain't mean like a new person.
I feel it. But
if Wesley can still do it, then do it. But if he looks too old, it's like
yeah. But I'm saying like the series, the trilogy we already got, we should be fine with because it's cool right there. Can we really get better than Blade 1? Can we?
But like if you wanna do him justice, you have to incorporate him with a new character, with a new cast, and a new story. Like if you want to incorporate him into the future of Marvel.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but I'm saying, can you even see? I see Blade as like a Lone Ranger type of dude. So can you even see him being involved with the Avengers like that?
He probably wouldn't be like in no Avenger type movie, but he would probably make cameos in like solo movies. Like let's say like what superhero movie would like Black Panther or something. Let's say he might make a cameo in Black Panther 2 or something like that. That would make sense. He wouldn't be like in no Avengers type movie. I can't see that happening.
Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to play though. Because when they showed him on stage at the Marvel event, they had I want to say it was a year or a couple of years back. I feel like he walk up with all the people that's going to be in the Avengers, the Eternals and all that. I
don't know if he walked up with them, but he was there. I don't know if he walked up with all of them together at the same time though.
That's something I'm hyped to see though, bro. They just said something about Spider-Man today, 2022. Sometime.
Oh yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. It's gonna be a Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah.
That movie
that
slept
first one was
on.
fire.
That movie is slept on. That
Very
movie was
slept
so
on.
fire. I was like, oh my gosh. It was more adults that went to see it than kids.
Yeah, that movie was fire, bro. Also, let's dive into Spider-Man. We so off schedules right now. Let's keep going though.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Q&E podcast. We go one way, but then we find our way back. But it's a lot of stuff in between. We find our way back to the sports. But hey, it's Friday. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. We're on quarantine. We might as well talk about what everybody want to hear. So
yes,
we
sir.
gonna get back to football real quick.
Let's talk about Spider-Man, bro. Because a lot of people trash the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man a little too much for me, bro. And that's the one we grew up with. They always say the what's his name, Tom Holland one is better. The one with Garfield ain't better, but they always say the Holland one is so much better than the Sam Raimi version, bro. How do you feel about the Spider-Mans and which one is better? What one do you see?
Spider-Man is my favorite hero. So Spider-Man and Captain America, those are my two favorite superheroes all the time. So with me, I feel like I love the original 3 Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I feel like he played a very good role. I just feel like I like the Tom Holland ones better because it just fit into the Marvel timeline how it was supposed to. It wasn't like an off-branch type thing. It was like the age was correct. The storyline of him making web shooters instead of actually having webs in his hands, like that was more to the comics than the Tobey Maguire ones were. And like him, I don't know, it made more sense. Like it matched the comics back in the day better as far as the age, the tech that he used and all that stuff. And in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, it was just the suit and he had spider powers all around. Like it was. But
can we be honest though, bro? Is Spider-Man 2 not the best Spider-Man we've ever seen, bro?
Spider-Man 2?
Crazy. That's Doc Ock. And Doc Ock was going crazy. That's Spider-Man.
The ending was the best out of the 3. Out of Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3, the ending in 2 was the best. And I feel like
hold on. The ending in number 1 was kind of fire though, bro.
It was, but I feel like the ending in 2 was better because he finally got MJ and he finally got to tell her who he was, and she left the dude she was gonna marry and actually came back to him, and she was like, I don't care that it's dangerous to date you, like you love me and I feel like I realize I love you and I want to be with you now. So it ended how it needed to. He had the best of both worlds. He had the girl of his dreams and he was able to be comfortable with being Spider-Man, knowing that somebody who knows him know who he is. So I feel like that was the best ending. The ending in 3, I was so upset because they ended the third one. They ended the third one way too calm. I'm like, why did y'all end it like that?
Like, the third one was trash, bro.
He was supposed to. The way they ended the second one, they should have ended the third one pretty similar with him swinging off or something like that. They ended with them dancing. I'm like, I get it. Like that was monumental to their storyline of their relationship, but y'all weren't supposed to end it like that.
I heard they were supposed to make a number 4 to that first series. They were supposed to make another Spider-Man 4, but they never came out. And Sam Raimi wanted to do some other junk. But that I would have liked to see a 4. Honestly, after Venom, what would have been the other villain though? I don't know what would have been the other villain after that.
It wasn't going to be I knew it wasn't going to be a 4 because at the end of that Hulk movie, when they gave the hint, and in the end of the first Iron Man too, when they gave the hint of the Avengers stuff, I was like, they're not gonna do it. Tobey Maguire too old. Like he not gonna be the right Spider-Man to do that with. That's why they tried to like insert Andrew Garfield with that, but that storyline still didn't end up working. Plus, Spider-Man was still too tied to Sony at that time too. So then they had to restart again with Tom Holland, and then they finally got it right with that one. So yeah.
I really didn't like that second series with Sony, bro. I didn't like it at all. The Andrew Garfield ones. I think I liked the one with the lizard. I don't know if that was 1 or 2.
That was the first one that they did.
That was the first one. That was the one I liked the most, but I really didn't like him at all, really. But
I ain't gonna lie. The second one was good. I feel like I like the acting between him and Gwen. I feel like that's why I like the relationship.
The second one was Jamie Foxx, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Electro. Yeah.
Electro. Yeah. So I probably would ride with the first one though, but Jamie Foxx did his day though. I ain't gonna lie. My favorite superhero is definitely Wolverine. It used to be Incredible Hulk, man, until I seen Hulk get his ass beat by Thanos, bro. That killed my whole vibe, bro. And then he didn't even want to pop up anymore. That jump blew me, bro. It was always Wolverine and Hulk going neck and neck for my top two superheroes, bro. I had to throw Hulk to the curb, bro. Especially after that 2008 Hulk. You remember that movie? That was so fire to me, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the best Hulk of all time. That's the best Hulk movie ever. Like
exactly, bro. That's the best.
That was the best Hulk.
I love the Hulk after that one, bro. So yeah, but Wolverine was always fire to me, bro. The shit coming out in all the X-Men movies, he looked fire. Even though he used to get his ass kicked a lot, he always came back in the end and did his thing. Always like I like the person.
Let me get my rant about X-Men, bro. I'm so disappointed in that franchise. It makes no sense. Like the timeline of everything that they've dropped over the past 7 to 8 years makes no sense. None of it.
Bro, they had to do it. They had to do it like that, though, bro.
None of it correlates like at all. Like if you watch after the first three, after X-Men, X-Men 2, and X-Men 3, The Last Stand, the rest of them after that, they were pretty good, man.
Bro, Days of Future Past was fire. You tripping? Days of Future
Past. It made
Days of Future Past was fire. I like that.
If you talk about it from an action standpoint, hell yeah, like
that was the first one when he went back into the past. That was the first.
Bro, none of them correlate. Like you can't tell me which one is supposed to come after that one. Like if you're gonna do some out of order type stuff, like how Fast and Furious kind of went out of order, but then they brought it back in order. X-Men didn't do that. They was just out of order, and they just kept making
because they basically made it a new series after that. After the X-Men 3, they basically made it a new series, bro. It was a new series after that.
But it just don't make sense to me, bro. It really don't. And what they were supposed to do, they were supposed to make that New Mutants movie after they made Logan. They put the trailer out for New Mutants, and then they never finished making the movie. And I was just like, oh my God, that was the one that everybody wanted to see, and that was the one y'all stopped producing. And y'all made that trash behind Phoenix movie with a story about Jean that didn't even go with the other stories y'all did about Jean. I was just like, what are y'all doing?
I was so disappointed in that movie, bro. That movie in Apocalypse was so trash.
I just hope that now that they probably gonna try and incorporate them into Marvel now with like the new generation with Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and all that. I feel like they're gonna try and incorporate some of the X-Men into that. I hope they do right. I really do. Foxx been on some dumb stuff. Oh my God.
They also bringing back Fantastic Four, bro, which was one of my favorite movies growing up. Fantastic Four. But a lot of people, I don't know what it is. All the movies that I used to love as a kid, I grew up and realized that folks hated them. It's like, damn, these are movies I love, like Fantastic Four, SpiderMan. These are the ones I loved as a kid.
Fantastic Four snapped. The only Fantastic Four that was trash was the one with Michael B. Jordan.
That new one they tried to make.
Yeah, that joint was terrible. That joint was terrible. I was like, what is going on?
I didn't even watch it, honestly. I just watched the first part, bro, and I already knew what it was about.
I was like, this makes no sense at all.
Yeah, bro. But the Silver Surfer, bro, they need to bring him back some way in this new Marvel thing they got going on. Silver Surfer
I feel like they will. They're going to bring him in. Bro. Fantastic Four going to be brought in. If I'm not mistaken, well, if you got Fantastic Four, obviously you're gonna have Doom, but
definitely he's gonna be main one.
I think they said Galactus might be a new villain in the future, like years from now when they like revamp Avengers moviers with new superheroes. I feel like Galactus might be one of the super villains, so that's gonna be good to see.
And he's the one that's bigger than Thanos. Like he over Thanos. I think.
Like he was what Silver Surfer fought in the second Fantastic Four, the Devourer of Planets.
Yeah.
I don't know why they made Galactus look like a dark cloud when really like he's actually like. Never mind. I read comics too much. Like I read comics way too much. They made this man a cloud when he's not supposed to be a cloud. So I'm like, oh my God.
But Silver Surfer was fire growing up, bro. I used to have that man action figures and all that, John. So they definitely need to bring him back. Exactly. I love all the movies, some Fantastic Four Johnson. Definitely need to do them justice in the new ones. But I know Marvel gonna do their thing, period. But let's dive into DC, bro. Because you know DC going downhill, and I don't think it's a way up for DC right now, bro. They got the Batman. I think Wonder Woman was supposed to come out this summer, but obviously that got pushed back. But we got the first Wonder Woman. It was straight. And we got the second one. It's like, what are we going to get? But it's like, is there any way up for DC, bro? Is there any way up?
DC is trash. That's the whole thing.
And that's it, bro. Nothing else.
DC is trash. And I'm trying to say that in the most respectful way possible, but that's the only way to say it. Wonder Woman, her movie snapped pretty decently. I never seen Aquaman because I think Aquaman is the most pointless superhero of all time. But they say his movie was good. They say he possibly had the best DC movie so far out of all the newer DC movies that they done made. They said Aquaman movie was good, but he's the most pointless superhero, so I don't see a reason to go see his movie. And I just don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. If you're not Christian Bale, you're not a good Batman to me. So yeah.
Bro, I seen a video the other day, bro, talking about the greatness of that Dark Knight movie, bro, and how Heath Ledger just pushed that junk over the edge to his greatness, bro. The acting. Oh my God, y'all need to watch the video. I'm trying to think of the man's name, bro. But it was a video I seen on YouTube the other day, bro. It was so fire. It was just basically explaining, like, you remember that scene, bro, where it was like it was a room of gangsters and the Joker walked in and it had like a Chinese dude on the TV. You know what I'm saying? And he was just chopping it up with
They were plotting about how they were robbing the banks and all that stuff.
Exactly. And somebody had told, one of the thugs had told their men to get on the Joker. He's like, yeah, man, go get him. And Joker had slammed it, dude head into the table. They were basically talking about all the details that went into that shot, the greatness of Heath Ledger's acting. They basically said it was never, because remember, he put a pencil right there and had smashed his head in. It wasn't even a pencil there, but his acting was so good that you can tell he put his hand right in between the table and the dude's head. It was like really detailed stuff, bro. I want y'all to go watch that video. I forgot the dude's name on YouTube, bro, but it was fire. Just talking about that greatness of the movie, bro. That's probably the best movie I probably ever seen.
That Dark Knight trilogy, that saves DC legacy. If DC can't brag on nothing else, it's the Dark Knight trilogy. That's all y'all got going for y'all. That's all y'all will ever really have going for y'all. So just hold on to that and brag about that, because that's damn near, those are damn near like the greatest. The Dark Knight is damn near the greatest superhero movie of all time, and that trilogy is one of the greatest hero trilogies of all time, honestly.
And honestly, bro, somebody who does not get enough credit for what they do, bro, is Christopher Nolan, bro. Everything and directs is a masterpiece. Real shit. Everything he touches, or everything.
That new movie Tenet that's about to come out. It was supposed to come out this
fire.
summer. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I don't even know what this man can do, but the preview make it look like he could just, I don't know. He could do some crazy stuff.
Tenet about to be fire. The Dark Knight trilogy is fire. Interstellar was good. And what's the thing? The one with Guy Pearce, bro. Damn, the one with Guy Pearce. Oh, Edgar. Damn, what that bit was called.
I think I know what you're talking about. I ain't see that one though. I know
Memento. One of my movies
I heard that.
of all time, bro. One of my favorite movies of all time, Memento. The way that movie is set up, how he plays everything basically in reverse order, and oh my goodness. If y'all never see Memento, definitely get on that jump, bro. Great movie, man. Great movie. But Christopher Nolan, let me look up all his movies right now, bro. Because he does not get enough credit. Christopher Nolan movies. Hold on. Like I said, Inception. Come on, bro. Inception.
Oh, yeah, Inception.
Come on. Prestige. I remember I had told you about Prestige before.
I
had told you about Prestige. Prestige was fire. That's what Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale was. Insomnia, fire. Come on, bro. That's the only ones I've seen. But like I said, he still got some other films that's good, bro. But Christopher Nolan, bro, what he does, how he directs his style, doesn't get enough recognition. So how do you feel about Quentin Tarantino, bro? Because I see a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to him and his movies. How do you stand on him?
I mean, I like Quentin Tarantino. I don't see no problem with him. I feel like he's made some great movies throughout his career. I mean, you got the one that everyone knows of recent, Django. Reservoir Dogs was a great movie. What else did he do? It was another one I seen that
he just did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's the one I seen. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It was another one that he did. I can't find it. What other movie did he do?
Was it The Hateful Eight?
Yeah, but Let
me see.
What other movie did he do? It was another movie he did. I really can't think of the name right now.
Pulp Fiction. You already know Pulp Fiction fire.
That's what it was. Pulp Fiction.
He did Bro, this man did Kill Bill, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, the Kill Bill series.
Kill Bill 1, fire. Uma Thurman, one of the best actresses this game has ever seen. Real shit.
It's crazy, though. He got some good movies, bro.
Jackie Brown. I really don't like Jackie Brown, but I see other people do.
I heard The Rock was pretty good.
Natural Born Killers, that's one that's solid.
See, like he has a solid resume. He definitely does. Like
he does. But he still gets mixed reviews for some reason, bro. And I really don't know the reason why, bro.
I don't know the reason either. I can't even think of one I don't know. He's just one of those people that, like, you either like him or you don't like him. And if you don't like him, you don't really have a reason. You just don't like him.
I don't know, but they say all the movies he really comes out with really have like a racist undertone to it in a way. Not all the movies he do, but most of the movies that involve black characters have a racist undertone. And he has all the white characters saying nigga so many times in his movies. And people really start to question his directing prowess when it comes to that. So how do you feel like that should be a slight in any way or at all for him and his legacy?
I mean, well, considering the amount of black stars that he's worked with and the fact that I hardly have ever heard or damn near never have heard any of the black stars that he's worked with give that impression or say that in any way, I don't see the problem with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx would have said something if he didn't like it in Django, or Samuel Jackson, of all people, I'm pretty sure he would have something to say on that, considering how old he is, how long he's been in the industry. He would have said something about that by now. So I don't buy into that.
Hey, it's funny as hell, bro. I just seen School Days for the first time like a month ago, bro. Did not know Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie. That man was so skinny, dog.
Oh yeah. He'd have been in over.
I know that man was that skinny, bro.
I think he's been in 115 movies, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He must have just came off that pipe, bro, because he looked absolutely skinny, bro. I'm not even joking. Like he be, bro. That man was skinny as hell. But School Days.
He wore a suit to an award show one time, and the tailor and like the stylist that made his suit. It was on the inside when he opened his coat with all the movies that he had starred in. It was like 50 on one side, 50 on the other. I was like, damn.
Bro, why are we talking about it? Let's dive into this subject, bro, because this is a conversation I was having a couple of days ago, bro. Who is the best black actress, bro, in the game right now?
Black actress?
Yeah, black actress. Like you got the Regina Bells, you got the Regina Kings, you got the, you know what I'm saying, Angela Bassett. Who would you have? I say Angela. I think Angela the GOAT to me. So who are you going with?
Right now, yeah, it'll be Angela. It'll be Angela or Taraji P. Henson.
That's for you.
Taraji up there.
Taraji P. Yeah.
Taraji definitely up there. She would be my second. Viola Davis snap and damn near everything she do.
I've been watching How to Get Away from Murder for like 7 seasons.
Those would definitely be my top 3. Angela, Taraji, and Viola.
You got.
I'm probably gonna put Viola over Taraji.
You got Queen Latifah up there, top 5. No Queen.
Not top 5. Nah.
Gab Union got to be 5, right?
Keep naming.
Okay, let me see. Sanaa Lathan.
I got her above Gabby.
Megan Good.
No, I ain't seen too much from her.
All right. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada up there. I ain't gonna lie, Jada up there.
Jada definitely up there, bro.
Jada's up there.
Who I want by somebody's name. Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh yeah, well you said in the game today. So like when I'm thinking today,
I just meant in the game. I'm talking about in the game, period. I didn't even mean
in the game, period.
Period.
Yeah, Whoopi up there. I ain't gonna lie, Whoopi up there.
Young Whoopi was crazy, bro. If you ever seen Ghost with her and Demi?
That's crazy. Let me look up like actresses.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking at a lot of them, bro. Like I said, you got Regina Hall, Lynn Whitfield, Vanessa Williams, Keke Palmer.
Oh, Cicely Tyson.
Yup.
Octavia Spencer. Oprah can act too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I just don't see her as that dude. Loretta Devine is the grandma in all these movies, or the mama in all these movies, all these black mama. So we gotta give her props.
Whoa, Monique. Monique don't get enough credit. I hated that lady in Precious. Oh, I hated Monique in Precious.
Facts, man.
Ooh.
Was getting off at one point in time, but Vivica Fox was definitely
shout out to Ava DuVernay. Shout out to her producing and filmmaking skills. She definitely up there. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot of black actresses, in all honesty.
Damn, they got Fancy from Jamie Foxx show in this. I swear, I don't remember her from nothing else but the Jamie Foxx show. I think she was in Coming to America too. She was one of the
my personal top 3 favorites though would be Angela, Viola, and Taraji. They would be my top 3 favorites if we're being honest. I know. I would just really have to look one by one to make the rest.
Damn, Kerry Washington too.
Oh yeah,
I love Kerry, bro.
She be making that ugly face all the time.
Bro. I was just about to say that. And that's my problem with Kerry, bro. And that's my problem with Kerry, bro.
Hey, Taraji P. Henson sweat in everything she be in. Have y'all ever noticed that? Taraji P. Henson sweats in every movie or every TV show she's in. I promise you. Just look at her character. She gonna be sweating eventually.
It's not worse than Carrie, bro.
She sweated the entire movie of Baby Boy. Like she was sweating in every scene.
She did.
I
was going through. I don't know what she was going through.
There was no AC.
But Kerry Washington a whole different beast, bro. When I tell you every scene she making that face with the teeth, she acts with her teeth, bro. She acts with straight gums, bro. And that joke gets me so mad. But it has something to do with her acting. We have to give her credit for it because it has something to do with her acting. But it's like, bro, that face so ugly, bro. It's like, man, she can be one of the finest folks and then one of the ugliest at the same time, bro. But just with that change of face, bro. So I probably would have Carrie in my top 3 just because I love Carrie and Scandal. So I would have Angela. Ooh, do I want to go Viola? That's another person. Well, her snot. A lot of snot come out of Viola.
Yeah.
And
Sweat, snot, and teeth. That's wild.
Yeah, bro. Make a great actress. But I probably would ride with Viola though. Regina King would be up there for me, bro. I really like Regina King.
A lot of people don't realize Regina King been in the game for a minute.
A long time. Yeah,
a long time.
And just
her category is extensive.
Yeah. And just for what she did for Boondocks, I should boost up there.
Yeah. A lot of people don't be realizing she man, without her, it ain't no Boondocks.
Exactly. Both voices, bro. Viley and Huey, bro. She was the voice of that, bro. Definitely doesn't get enough credit, bro. Shout out to Regina King. And Watchmen. She did good on Watchmen, too. Mm-hmm. Shout out to her. You got Gab. You got Sanaa. You got a lot of people, bro. But my top 3 definitely would be Carrie, Angela, and Viola, bro. That's a great catalog, bro. Great catalog.
Lupita Nyong'o. I love Lupita.
Oh yeah, bro. She looks so good in Us, bro. I like her when she got hair. When she had the dread, she looked so much better with the dread.
Lupita is amazing. When I seen 12 Years a Slave, I was like, oh my God. Like that acting was superb.
Bro, we got a lot of good ones, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, everybody top 3 probably gonna be different if we being honest. Everybody top 3 gonna be different.
And Issa Rae, bro. Issa Rae on the way up, bro. Cause she in a lot of these movies nowadays, bro. She on the way up, bro. Definitely gonna be iconic. Shit, by the time we get older, definitely gonna be iconic. And she produces a lot of these shows. Actually, she produces Secure Show, produces a lot of her movies that she in. So definitely shout out to Issa Rae for all she doing, man. Paula Patton ain't even getting to Paula Patton. She been in so much shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The list goes on and on. The list goes too far. Everybody top 3 or top 5 gonna be different.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think there is a unanimous number 1.
Yeah.
The only person, it ain't no unanimous number 1. When it comes to female black actresses, there is no unanimous number 1. With black male actresses, black male actors, you can unanimously say Denzel, possibly. A lot of people.
Most people would say Denzel. Yeah.
Most people would, but there's not one female black actress that most people would say is number 1, because there's so many that are just so iconic. So it's harder for the females.
Who would even be number 2 for actors, bro? I think people are so brainwashed to say Denzel that we don't even think about who's number 2.
Will, you could definitely say Will number 1. It's just most people would say Denzel number 1. Or Samuel Jackson.
I was about to say. Now, Samuel, that sound better.
I don't know. Will, bro. Will done did some power. Samuel done did more movies, but the movies that Will has done, he's so diverse, bro. Like, he done did so many different types of characters. Like, Samuel Jackson, he damn near play the same character in every movie. Is just the characters just got a different name and a different backstory. So
yeah, he either played a coon in one of all them slave movies. He was a cop in a couple of movies. Yeah, you're right.
It's like you know what you. It's low key like that with Denzel too. You know the attitude you're gonna get with Denzel, and no matter what movie he in. Actually, no, that Malcolm X movie, I ain't see Denzel. I saw Malcolm X, but damn near in every other movie you see Denzel. But it's the same thing with Samuel. But with Will can be anybody, bro. Will was Muhammad Ali. He was Chris Gardner. He was
Mike
Lowry. Like, he's just so different. President's Day, like, he's been in so many different types of movies. Concussion. He played the doctor from Concussion. Like,
one with the dog, bro. Damn, one with the dog.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, it's a hit, bro. Will up there now that I think about it, bro. Will is definitely up there.
His diversity. And an actor that is really slept on because he's way more famous for singing now, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Foxx a real slept on actor.
Yeah. Jamie done been in a lot of good shit, bro. So shout out to him. Because he done did the comedy, done did the acting, done did the singing. He really can't be touched in any of those things, bro. He's top tier, every one. So definitely shout out to Jamie Foxx, bro. Damn, that's true. Shout out to Jamie, bro. I was about
a real slept on talent. Real slept on.
Damn, I was about to bring up some point, but I never forgot now. Damn.
You want to segue back to football?
Yeah, let's segue back to football. Because I don't forget what I was about to say. Bro. All right, so let's just go through the division winners, bro. Let's just go through the divisions, each one, and see who will win each of them. Let's start off with the NFC South, because I already know you're probably gonna say the Bucks.
Yeah, I'll say the Bucks for the NFC South.
Okay, so now we got the NFC North, which contains Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, and I'm forgetting one. Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota.
And Minnesota. I got Minnesota winning that division.
Looking at the schedule, that's who you rocking with?
I got Minnesota winning that division.
Let me see, bro. So they got Green Bay, a dog fight. And they don't got Diggs, bro. How you think they're going to
damn, they don't got Diggs. Diggs went to the Bills.
Went to the Bills.
He went to the Bills.
You just got Thielen over there, bro.
Packers going to win. My bad, y'all. I'm still thinking Diggs in Minnesota.
No Diggs.
Yeah, Packers going to win the NFC North. Yeah.
But it depends, bro. And it's really going to be interesting to see, because I know that Aaron Rodgers can play well through adversity, but it's still going to be something to see because he's older now. We already seen a little bit of a decline. Is this pressure? It's not really pressure, but is all the rumors about him wanting a trade going to get to him in a way? You feel what I'm saying? Like speculation.
He'll be all right. He'll be good. Ain't nobody else gonna win the division. The Bears ain't winning it, and the Lions ain't winning it. So it's either gonna be the Packers or the Vikings. And since Stephon Diggs ain't on the Vikings no more, I'm gonna just automatically go with the Packers.
And when I was looking at the betting odds or the over-under, like win totals for the NFC North, bro, all of them were like hovering at like 8 or 9, like the top 3 teams. It was Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago, all were like hovering around 8 or 9, like for projected wins. So it's definitely gonna be a tough division in the NFC North. Let's slide to the NFC East, which has Dallas, Philly, Washington, Giants.
Dallas. I got Dallas winning the division.
I'll rock with you. Just because Philly's schedule is so hard, bro. So I'll go with Dallas. Dallas got Atlanta, yeah. Seattle gonna be tough. Arizona, Giants, dubs. Yeah, I see way more dubs for Dallas. So I'm gonna rock with Dallas. Okay, NFC West with San Francisco. Who else you got? Seattle, Arizona, and the Rams.
Who gonna be the winner of the NFC West? I'm gonna say
I think I'm riding with the 49ers again.
I'm gonna ride with the 49ers, but don't sleep on the Cardinals making a fight for that number 1 spot.
For number 1?
For number 1. I'm telling you, for number 1, don't be surprised.
Hold on. Let me look. So they got Washington, Detroit. Those could be 2 wins.
Kyler Murray, D-Hop, Larry Fitzgerald.
5,
It's a scary combo.
6.
And their defense solid.
I see them going 8-8 this season. I see Arizona going 8-8. What I just seen with the schedule, I see 8-8.
I don't know, bro. I see them fighting for that number 1 spot. But
I got San Fran. And I always feel like Seattle is the team that always ends up with 10, 11 wins every year, bro. It's just like, you know what you're gonna get with Papa Russ and all the folks in Seattle. It really doesn't matter what the schedule is, how many miles they have to travel. They always gonna be top 2 in their division at least. But I'm riding with San Francisco out of there. Defending champs, I could see them getting back to that to the championship. I honestly can see them get back because they're just so much more talented than everybody else, bro. Their running game, who can stop their running game? We still haven't found anybody who can stop their running game. Until the Super Bowl, when they started throwing the ball, that's when they started losing, when they started throwing it with Jimmy G. But nobody this whole season stopped their running game. Their defense still stout, even though Richard Sherman is a little older. The defense is still stout. Where's the holes? I don't see it. They got another wide receiver. You got George Kittle. Jimmy G is the only question once again. You the Jimmy G advocate, bro. What you got to say on his behalf?
Game manager, just calm down. He gonna come in when he need to come in. That's all I'm gonna say. He don't gotta be perfect. He just gotta be good enough. That's all he. You said all
that last season, bro. What happened in the Super Bowl?
Okay, Kansas City just showed out. They made 3. They made 3. Man, Kansas City made 3 huge comeback wins. I was not surprised to see them do what they did in the Super Bowl. I really wasn't.
So you're not blaming Jimmy G?
Not singularly, no. I'm not. I mean, it's blame to put on the whole San Francisco team now, but I ain't just gonna singularly blame Jimmy G. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I'm blaming Jimmy G for the loss, and I'm blaming the coach too. The coach needs some blame, bro. He should have been running the ball, not throwing the ball with Jimmy G in the 4th quarter. But still, Jimmy G had a solid season. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but we need more during playoff time. But what I said the whole season, bro. Jimmy G, what I'm gonna get from Jimmy G in the playoffs?
You got to the Super Bowl. What you mean?
But I'm saying he didn't have to do so much to get there. What did he do?
He did what he needed to do. What he needed to do.
I don't remember a Jimmy G game at all.
Okay, because you don't need a Jimmy G game. He just got to be there. Y'all accepted it with Eli, but don't want to accept
the running. Whoa. Do not compare the two. Eli made big throws when he needed to make the big throws.
Jimmy G did as well.
Do you not remember that crazy throw he made to David Tyree? Legendary throws.
Go back to those games.
2011 to Mario Manningham?
Mario Manningham made the catch. The pass was horrible.
The throw had to be on the road.
That pass was horrible. That pass is horrible. That pass is horrible.
That pass was on the road.
Manningham made that catch. Eli did not make that throw.
I'm looking it up.
Dude damn near had to do an acrobatic over the head catch to get the damn ball. It's not even worth it.
I'm looking it up.
On to the AFC.
Boy, that throw was on the road, bro. You crazy, boy.
On to the AFC. On to the AFC.
No, but
I watched the game.
Boy. You gonna look at this today?
I watched the game. You don't have to show me.
No, boy.
I literally watched the game.
That throw's on the road.
That's not the throw I'm talking about, but okay.
That's the Mario Manningham. You talking about Tyree?
I'm talking about the other one, yeah.
David Tyree over there. Yeah, I give you that. But that Mario Manningham on the sideline?
On to the AFC. On to the AFC. Let's go.
Nah, bro. See, I don't think Eli a Hall of Famer, but you're not gonna throw my man under the bus like that. Man, the disrespect on the pod. I hear it. All right,
on to the AFC. Tennessee South. I got Tennessee winning. No question. Tennessee winning.
We got Tennessee, Houston, Jax,
and Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Tennessee winning. No question.
Yeah, Indianapolis, trash. Phillip Rivers, toss him to the side. Jacksonville, trash. Houston, tough schedule. So yeah, Tennessee by default, honestly, because everybody else is just tough. So we got the AFC North.
Baltimore, they're gonna win it again.
Okay, you got Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Cincy. I think Cleveland gonna have a revitalizing season this year, bro. I could easily see 10-6 for Cleveland. Easily.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be way better, but I still just see Baltimore winning it all for the division. For the division.
Yeah. Hopefully, my man Baker Mayfield steps up to the plate, man. This is a make or break season for Baker Mayfield. If he doesn't show up this season, they are going to draft or sign a quarterback in free agency next year. Trust. This year, boy, he's done data in this league. Not in the league, but at least with Cleveland, at least. Not the savior. But I will rock with Baltimore. I think Cleveland will be second, in my opinion. Okay, the AFC East. AFC East is
the Bills.
The Bills, the Patriots, the Jets, and Miami. Yeah. Who you got?
Yeah, I got the Bills winning that division.
Bills. Yeah, the Bills gonna run this division. They're gonna be the. Ooh, do I want to say it this early?
What?
I was about to say some real reckless junk, but I don't know how Bill Belichick is gonna do in the draft. I was about to say the Patriots of the next 10 years.
I've been saying the Bills wrong for the past season. You thought I was crazy.
Oh, calm down.
I've been saying the Bills was.
I didn't know. Calm down.
Everybody that was listening to the pod, I've been on the Bills for the past 7 to 8 months now, and this dude thought I was crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Calm down. I still, like I said, I think the Bills can be the Patriots of this division. The Patriots don't have a quarterback anymore. Like I said, I don't know what direction they're heading in. They got Jarrett Stidham right now. I don't know. If they get Trevor Lawrence, I will take back my statement if they get Trevor Lawrence somehow, some way. But if they don't, bro, the Bills will run this division, clearly. Miami will be up there. I think they will be second this year. Like
I said that too. See, you coming around. You've been listening to me. I said this like months ago. I said this at least 2 months ago. The Bills gonna be the best team in the AFC East, and Miami gonna shock everybody and be the second best team in that division.
Yeah. I had to wait until the draft though to see who the Patriots gonna pick up.
I seen it coming.
Patriots got me so mad during the draft, bro.
Oh yeah, they had everybody pissed. I was like,
the fourth round, they could have got Jake Fromm. Didn't
the dog was making the picks. Y'all think that picture was a joke? Bill Belichick had that dog making the picks.
Bro, I'm so mad. They had 4 chances to pick up Jake Fromm and didn't pick him up at all. Patriots, you just passed on your future. I forgot where Jake Fromm. I think Jake Fromm went to Buffalo. A terrible fit. But
if he went to Buffalo, oh my gosh, they got two legit quarterbacks. If he went to Buffalo,
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
he ain't gonna play with Josh Allen now. Shit.
But still, like, barring injury, Josh Allen gonna do great. But if he were to get hurt, you got Jake Fromm coming in. You're set at quarterback. You're set. Jake Fromm, yeah.
I've been saying that for a minute, man. Jake Fromm, man, is the new Tom Brady, man. People gonna laugh at me. They gonna hate. Just like when I said Karis LeVert gonna be the second best player on the Nets. People hate, but you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? What I told you, bro. What I told you. Everybody that makes hot takes always sounds crazy in the beginning. Until it actually comes true. You sound
sometimes
crazy
you're wrong
in the beginning until it comes true. And when Karras, the second best player on the Nets, and when Drake Fromm could have been the best or next.
All right, Kyrie Irving just don't exist, but okay.
I mean, he gonna exist, but he won't be like my man Karis LeVert, bro.
All right.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I'm gonna let everybody who's listening judge what you say. I already know what I'm gonna say.
No, bro. They're gonna feel the same way you do. That's the thing. They're gonna feel the same way you do. They're gonna be like, man, this man crazy. Kyrie. Okay, we're gonna see next season, boy.
We will.
We gonna see next season. Cause what did DQ bet me? Somebody bet me he wasn't gonna average 20 something. I want to say something.
I don't know how much he bet you, but he did bet you that though.
Yeah, he bet me something. He wasn't gonna average 21 or something. Do y'all not know Karis LeVert? Man, would have been all.
You're gonna have KD. You're gonna have KD, Kyrie, and Spencer Dinwiddie on the floor. Like, there's no way you're averaging over 20 points. Like, it's not happening. A game over 20 points a game? No.
Yes, bro. Okay. KD will get his 30.
I'm not getting into this with you
again. 20, and Karis LeVert would get his 22 points per game.
So Spencer Dinwiddie just not gonna get nothing.
He's gonna get his 22 points per game, bro. I'm telling you. And they're going to have to trade this man. That's why I asked you earlier in the season if they were going to have to trade him. Because
you're expecting 4 players to average over 20 points a game.
3. Not Dinwiddie.
You. Oh my God. Next topic.
Not Dinwiddie. Just 3.
Next topic.
KD, Kyrie got 20, and my man Karis LeVert is averaging 22.
Oh my God! So
Karis LeVert is a dog for all my Brooklyn fans.
Take a drop.
For all my Brooklyn fans, y'all know what I'm talking about with Karis LeVert. That man is the truth. That's all I got to say.
So Spencer Dinwiddie just gonna take a drop, and he's just gonna be terrible. That's
bro. Spencer Dinwiddie don't like to be aggressive all the time, bro. My man Karis gonna get the job done out there. You know
all right.
Spencer Dinwiddie, bro. He likes to be a PG, bro. He don't like to be aggressive all the time. My man Karis gonna go at your neck. That's what I like. You seen the tweet I sent you, bro, when he got that tripped up. That's the future of the Nets. That's the future of the Nets.
Topic, dog.
All right, let's move on to AFC West. You got the Chargers, you got Kansas City, and Oakland or Las Vegas now, and somebody else. It really don't matter. Who you got? Division. The Chargers, Vegas, Kansas City, Denver. Denver is in there too. Denver's in there. Okay.
I wanna Kansas City. It was gonna be between Kansas City and Denver, but I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah. Just because they didn't lose nobody at all. Their team didn't lose a single player at all. They got the same roster damn near.
Facts.
And everybody healthy. So
also something that I heard on the Pat McAfee podcast, the NFL salary cap will be getting reduced because of the future. You know what I'm saying? Future. We couldn't be having fans this next season. We could be playing with no fans. And obviously the salary cap is going to take a hit because of this. I was hearing that the NFL could lose $40 to $80 million in salary cap space. So a lot of people next season are not going to get paid, you know what I'm saying, like they want to get paid because of this salary reduction with no tickets. Depending on how this coronavirus impact goes down, that could be something that we could be looking at. And the Kansas City Chiefs have a lot of people on the books and still have to pay Patrick Mahomes. So that team, if this really comes true with the 40 million reduction, they could be losing a lot of players, and Patrick Mahomes could possibly not get the money that he is expecting, bro. So that's definitely something y'all should look up and look into, bro, if the coronavirus still impacts the season. And honestly, let's dive into that, bro. The coronavirus, that's something we was already going to dive into, but let's dive into it now. How do you think the quarantine and the coronavirus will affect this season? The NBA is already affected, so how do you think this will affect the NFL?
I feel like the worst case scenario, we won't have a preseason, or they might take away 2 of the 4 preseason weeks. So I feel like that's worst case scenario. I feel like by September, the middle of September, actually. I feel like by then we'll definitely be able to have a football season. Now, whether or not fans are there or a certain capacity of fans are there, that's a whole different thing. But my expectation is for us to at least have a regular season. I wouldn't be surprised if they took away the preseason, but a regular season, definitely for sure.
So you expect this to be all blown over by October?
I wouldn't say blown over, but yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't say blown over, but I would definitely say way better than what it is right now.
So do you expect it to be fans though, or do you just expect the games to be played?
As far as fans, I don't know. I really don't know.
They're gonna be fans, bro.
I don't think they're either gonna do no fans at all or everybody can come back. I don't feel like there's gonna be a 25-50% capacity. No, it's either gonna be all fans or no fans. So
yeah,
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, bro, because everybody getting let loose right now. And that's what the NBA is obviously looking out for. They're talking about coming back in June. They're just letting people back into the team facilities. And I just got an article a couple of hours ago about the NBA and their news. Let me look that up real quick. Like I said, they're coming back in June. Damn, I was looking it up. I was just on that. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, they still hoping for a 7-game playoff format, so they still don't know what's going to happen. And they also have a plan if the players test positive upon the return. So I guess one player can get quarantined and everybody else is going to get tested. But if everybody else doesn't get it, they're going to be fine enough to play. But he just has to sit out for like 2 weeks or something they were saying. So it's like, it's a lot that goes into this, a lot of thinking ahead and a lot of prevention. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happens, you have to be ready for it. You feel me? Because there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. If one person on the team gets it, it's like, what happens after that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do we still play games? Do we have to sit out and can everybody else play? You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're in the locker room with the player that's infected, it's like, damn, you can still be infected. Even though you're asymptomatic, you can still have the virus. So
exactly.
Is your team just disqualified from playing in the games and does everybody else play? It's like, it's a lot that goes into prevention, bro. So I really don't know how it's going to play out, bro. And they still looking to play by June. It's like, I can't even see June. It's May 9th. And
They're talking about for the NBA?
Yeah, they say May 9th, or in June, they're trying to come back for the NBA.
Yeah, for the NBA, it's like,
I can't see it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I don't want to say it, I really feel like we're just not going to have the rest of the NBA season.
Yeah, bro, because they already said it's going to be no fans for it, but still.
Yeah.
And they were still talking about the location because obviously we talked about it a couple of pods ago about Walt Disney possibly being a destination and stuff like that. They still don't know, bro. They still trying to get people into team facilities. They still having trouble with that. A lot of owners are pushing it back to like a week later. I know Mark Cuban pushed it back to like May 15th. Other people are still waiting and haven't even picked a target date yet. So a lot of owners are still scared to open up their facilities to the players because they don't know if they got it either, bro. So it's a really wait and see mentality for all of this junk, bro. Really scary situation. So let's dive into the next topic. Damn, did I delete my note? Oh, yeah, it is. NFL sketch. What we talking about? Let's talk about Earl Thomas, bro. Earl Thomas just got into his little situation. It was all over Twitter last night. Baby mama or his wife pulled up on him cheating with some shorty and his brother and pulled up with a gun, bro. How you feel about the situation?
Don't cheat. Don't cheat on somebody who's willing to put a gun on
cheat.
you.
That's not even it. That's not even the morale point. It's like,
no, don't cheat. Don't cheat on somebody willing to put a gun on you. And for the woman who did pull this gun out on Earl Thomas, it's never that serious. Just walk away at that point. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but if you feel like you got to shoot this man to make him be faithful to you, you just don't need to be with him. So
nah, bro, I don't think she was gonna shoot that man. She was just like, "Hey, nigga, let's get out of here, nigga. You tripping, bro."
I don't care. Like, nah. So if somebody pull up on you and pull a gun on you and be like, "Come home right now," you gonna stay with that person?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna go with the person with the gun.
I mean, yeah, at that moment, but later you gonna be like, I can't stay with her no more. This girl.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If you feel like you got to pull a gun on somebody to make them realize that they don't need to cheat on you, you don't need to be with them. Like
that's facts, bro. But this
you willing
funny.
You willing to shoot them and take them home just so they won't cheat on you. That's just oh my gosh. That whole situation is crazy. She was not right for pulling the gun on him whatsoever, but he was wrong for cheating. It's never good. It's never.
They said him and his brother was cheating on her with an Instagram thought. I was like, yeah, I can't even.
Standard case scenario with a pro athlete. Standard case.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot of ass thrown on you at the daily, bro. It's like, damn, can you say no to so much ass?
If you faithful, yeah.
Real question though. That's a real question. Like, can you really be that faithful to just say no to so much ass, bro?
Once I realized that LeBron James is married and Rihanna is his number one fan and be at all his games and he has never been like questioning about anything with her, I was like, yeah, dudes could be faithful.
Bro.
Rihanna is your number one fan.
LeBron can be faithful. LeBron can be faithful.
He gave me hope that it's possible, bro. It's possible.
Everybody ain't pulling LeBron's out. And we don't know.
Rihanna is your number one fan. Like she fangirls for this man,
bro.
So and he's never had a scandal with her whatsoever. Like,
bro, you can't cheat with the famous ones though, bro, because it will get out somehow. You can't cheat.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he ain't never flirt back or nothing. Like it wasn't even no signs of flirting or nothing like that. No, even signs of that or anything.
But I'm saying he's not cheating in the light. He's cheating in the dark. That's what I'm saying. We just haven't heard it because he's so good with it. This
man don't cheat. Steph Curry don't cheat. Bron don't cheat.
Oh, did we hear rumors about this? Him cheating?
No. Aisha just wanted attention.
I swear we did.
Aisha just wanted attention from everybody but her husband. That's all it was.
Was it about Aisha?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because she said she wanted. Yeah, you're right.
She literally wanted other dudes to compliment her because she was jealous of how other females would compliment stuff. Like, you want attention, but not from the guy that you're vowed to for the rest of your life. Like, that's
a real weird mentality.
I just want other men to like compliment me and just point out my beauty. You have a whole husband. Like, what do you say? Like, bro, you can't fuck with that.
Bro.
The moment you put that ring on,
though, bro.
The moment you put that ring on, you disqualified everybody else to compliment you. Like,
no, you don't. Hold on, bro. Hold the fuck on, bro. Hold on. So if your wife marry you, bro, no. Niggas can still compliment her. They can't step down to no shit.
But you can't be mad if they don't. Like,
oh no, I ain't mad.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have the right to get mad. I'm not saying that other people can't compliment you. You don't have the right to get mad if they don't compliment you, though.
I mean, bro, girls want attention and they want compliments, bro. It's just her personality. I can't be mad at her for wanting compliments.
Okay, you can want it all you want, but don't voice your opinion on how you want it. Like, cause that's gonna make me look bad. It's gonna be like, damn, Steph, like you don't give her enough attention. She want attention from other dudes. Like you don't give her enough attention. And now he's sitting there looking like, damn, now everybody think I don't give my wife enough attention when I give her all the attention in the damn world.
Does he really? Do we really know that?
All right.
Seeing all the females that Steph Curry does, I can understand if he doesn't give his wife all the attention. He sees so many every day.
He with her every day.
Get with him. Huh?
How much more attention you want? He with her every day. You have 3 kids together. There's no way you're not with each other every day. Like, it just doesn't happen like that.
That's true. That's true, bro.
Like, oh my God, you have to give her attention. Like, you literally have to.
I don't know, bro. You're on the road a lot of the season too, bro. You're on the road.
All right, bro. Okay.
You're on the road, so all that attention ain't really going to her. Like I said, you can be messing with the team, getting a lot of your attention. The side piece can get a lot of your attention. That's a lot that can get your attention, bro.
Man, all the business stuff that Aisha do, I'm sure she gets attention.
Oh yeah,
home.
that's true. That's true.
I'm sure she gets attention at home. She just want that casual dude she see at the grocery store to say something. That's all she want, bro. She just want that casual dude at the grocery store to be like, "You're so beautiful," blah blah. That's all she want.
That's facts, bro. I can agree with that. All right, bro. Let's move on to some Cam news that really hurt me down deep, bro. Because I've been advocating for Cam. I'm still advocate for Cam, but this really hurt our business, bro. This really hurt our business this summer, bro. So Cam came out this week and said that he's cool with being a backup if it's in the right situation. Edgar, how do you feel about this news? I hate it. But
I hate it too. I was just telling you the other day, I was like, I reposted an inspirational video that he posted about being like, a leader, about
trying to get back.
Like trying to get back right by being focused on work and work alone, like just trying to be the best he could be. And then you come out later and say, I don't mind being a backup. After you made a video saying they gave up on me. Like, no.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. That video, bro, made me feel so good because I'm like, bro, Cam about to come back and be top 5 QB back in this league.
This man working out to Grateful. You working out to gospel music?
Gospel music.
Oh my God. It's a whole different beast coming, bro.
Exactly.
It's a whole different beast coming when you're working out the gospel music.
Exactly, bro. If you're working out the gospel music, bro, you coming back a beast. And that's why I said he's not taking any backup role, bro. He's not taking. When he said this, that's why I was like, whoa, I got to take a step back and look at Cam for what he is, bro.
But when this statement came out, what did I tell you? This is fit into my plan of him going to Atlanta. I don't want him to be a backup, but what he gonna do is he gonna say, all right, I'm gonna bite my tongue. I'm gonna be a little backup for a little minute to Matty Ice in Atlanta. And all I need is one game for everybody to put their thumbs down for Matt Ryan and tell me to go in. All he got to do is show up for that one game, and Atlanta is his for the rest of that season. I promise you. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna happen just like that. I said it here first. It's gonna happen just like that. Cam to Atlanta. He gonna start out as a backup, wait a few games. They're gonna put him in, and he gonna take over, and he gonna get a contract next season and be the Atlanta Falcons starter.
They're not taking out Matt Ryan, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Them folks out there rock with Matt Ryan, bro. Or the front office rocks with Matt Ryan.
I was about to say the fans don't at all.
I'm about to say the front office likes Matt Ryan. That's why they're not giving up on him at all. And that's who really matters. The fans can hate Matt Ryan all they want, but the front office isn't going to let that man go. Trust. Honestly, I said this before Stephen A., so I'm going to give myself the credit. I said that Cam could sit out this season. That could be a possibility for Cam Newton. How do you feel about that? Do you think he's better off sitting out this season with no spaces at the starting quarterback position for a lot of teams?
I mean, I would prefer him to sit out instead of be a backup, but that's his personal decision. I don't know if he might just want that salary, that continuous flow of money, even if it's this much. Like he might want that continuous flow of money, and he might just want to be able to still get in the games here and there. You know what I'm saying? But I would personally rather him sit out than be a backup. As much as I would love my Atlanta plan to work out, I would rather him sit out than do that. So
yeah, bro. Cam, sit out, man. I said it last week and I'm gonna say it again. You gotta sit out, bro. If you don't come back to the Chargers or to the Skins, you gotta sit out, bro. It's no other fits. The Patriots, I never thought was a fit, and it's nowhere else for you right now. Next summer will be way more fits, and you're gonna be right in time. You're gonna be let go, so you're obviously gonna get, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to get with any of these teams, bro. And that's what you should want as a starting quarterback, bro. There's going to be a lot of spaces open, bro. The Cowboys, we don't know what they're going to do with Dak. Is he going to get re-signed to a long term? Is he going to sign a franchise and only be 1 year? Dallas could be a possibility. The Chargers, another possibility. The Skins, are they still going to rock with Haskins? It's like more possibilities. But a lot of these teams have a lot of young quarterbacks. And I was saying this to Edgar a couple of weeks ago about how the Patriots could get Trevor Lawrence, bro. Because the Giants, I think, are going to be trash once again, have a top 10 pick. Cincinnati already has the quarterback, is going to have a top 10 pick. And I don't think New England is going to have a top season. They're going to be like 7-9, in my opinion. So I think they're going to have like the 8th pick in the draft or 10th pick in the draft and still end up with Trevor Lawrence. They can trade up for him at number 1. But everybody from 1 to 9 is probably going to have their quarterback position set. So New England can trade up to number 1, get the quarterback of their future, and be set, bro. A lot of these teams don't need one, bro. They have one waiting in the wings, or they got one playing right now. A lot of these teams don't need a quarterback, bro, at all. So I think that's how New England could get a starting quarterback at least, bro. But Cam definitely sit out, bro. No backup. Okay, bro. And last question. What player is impacted fantasy-wise by this schedule? Especially for fantasy football season, bro. Which player is most impacted by the schedule?
We include the new players, or we just Okay. I'd say Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow?
Just being in the tough division that he in with Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Cleveland. Like, I just feel like having to play Baltimore twice. I love Joe, but it's Baltimore. That defense elite. You know, I see a couple of picks coming with that. Steelers, tough game. I feel like he could. The Steelers gonna be a tough team that he gonna really build his resume with. But I still feel like the performance ain't gonna be what we expect. Cleveland, he'll do well against Cleveland, but still, you gotta do well against Baltimore and Pittsburgh at the end of the day to continue to get them fantasy points. So I feel like Joe Burrow will be most affected.
So somebody coming from or looking at last season, who do you project to have a bigger role this season than they did? Do you see a Todd Gurley in his new situation? Who is somebody who is going to get a boost with the schedule and their new team?
I would say, who's going to have a better fantasy season than last season? Tom Brady.
Odell had a slump.
Oh, yeah, Odell. Tom Brady, though. Definitely Tom Brady. Yeah.
I like Gronk. My answer to this question was Gronk in the first place, bro. Gronk is going to eat this season, man.
Well, Gronk can't play last season. That's why I wouldn't think about Gronk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about the first question before I said last season. But
yeah.
Question, I like Gronk, bro. He's going to get a big boost, big boost playing with Brady again. All the weapons is going to take attention away from him. And if you key in on Gronk, wide receivers going to run free. So it's like you got to pick your poison with that. I think Gronk is going to be Brady's red zone target like always. He's going to get his touches. And
we still got O.J. Howard, too. So we're going to have our offense is going to be crazy. We're going to have a two tight end formation, and then you still got Godwin and Evans at the X and the Z. Oh, my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
That's going to be nasty. That's going to be a nasty offense. I promise you. And Bruce Arians at the head of that. Man, all right.
Yeah. Y'all going to be straight, bro. Y'all going to be straight. Y'all going to be like, I said 13-3. I like y'all at 13-3, honestly, bro. How easy y'all schedule is. 13-3 for y'all, bro. I expect nothing less. And it was something I looked up earlier, bro. Damn. The team with the primetime game, this is going back to the schedule. I want to say it's 8 teams going back to the primetime games. I know the Bucks were one, the Chiefs were one, the Ravens were one, but one surprising team that was in there, they have at least 5 primetime games. It was the Los Angeles Rams, bro. What do you expect for the Rams this season, especially when they got rid of a lot of the players from last season, bro?
I don't know why the NFL gave the Rams that many primetime games.
Crazy.
I really feel like they was just being generous and just wanted to pick a team at that point. Because every other team damn near that they picked, like, deserves a lot of primetime games. Like, look at it again.
Because I want to say New England was up there. I don't think New England's going to have that crazy of a season, but it's New England, so you got to put them primetime. I know Tampa was up there. The Chiefs were up there. Baltimore. Was Pittsburgh in there? I don't remember if Pittsburgh was in
there. And was that primetime schedule? Not schedule, but that chart.
And they also said toward the end of the season, they're going to be able to flex a lot of the games from like week 10 on. So if you had like a 4:00 game scheduled at the beginning of the season, it can be flexed to like a Sunday night game. It can be flexed to a Monday night game, depending on how good the game is. They said they're going to do that because the Monday night game rankings last week or last year were not as good as they wanted it to be. So they're going to get all the best games for Monday night or Sunday night.
Damn, bro, I swear ESPN on their Instagram, they be deleting certain they delete certain posts after it be up for a minute because they definitely had the primetime thing up. But I feel like the Rams were just one of those teams that they were like, might as well give a team that don't really deserve it at least one team, put them on it.
Yeah, bro. But do you expect the Rams to have a good season? Do you expect
nah, as far as their division, no. They might have a few surprise games where they show out, but for the most part, nah, because San Fran, Seattle, and I think Arizona in that division too. Yeah.
Yeah, I see 7-9, bro. 6-10, 7-9, bro. No running back, really. Jared Goff was looking shaky last year. No Cooks. You got Woods and Cooper Kupp, but I don't know, bro. You got so many questions with Goff. It's like, can you really move on to the next step of your
And
process?
I like Sean McVay. That's the crazy part. I like Sean McVay. So
I like McVay a lot, bro. But damn, you can only do so much as a coach, man. You got to get the players on the field. You still got Aaron Donald, probably one of the top 5, top 3 best players in the NFL, but damn, he can only do so much, bro. The rest of the team got Ramsey. They got somebody else too. Damn, they got somebody else. But I know Ramsey, Donald, but everybody else on the defense, I'm like blanking right now on the defensive names, but I definitely see 6-10, bro. 6-10. I think that's it for all the NFL schedule and all the topics that I got written down, bro. Anything else you want to talk about?
We hit a lot of stuff that wasn't even planned to be hit. So
yeah, bro. I think we about to hit 2 hours. We about to hit 2 hours on this live stream, bro. So I think we can wrap this bitch up. All right, bro. So you can hit it with the social medias and stuff like that.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_and_E_podcast. And you can follow and like our Facebook page, Q and Sign E Podcast. Like Quincy said earlier, we are now part of Blue Collar Media Group. Go to the website, bluecollarmg.com, and check out all the podcast platforms on there. We, along with many other podcast people, are trying to get our sports and entertainment info out there. So please feel free to subscribe to all of those. Make sure you click the subscribe button on our YouTube, click that notification bell, and hit all, so that way you can be notified whenever we do any of our episodes, any live streams, or anything like that we post.
Yeah. So we got to say, we're YouTubers now. So we got to say like, comment, subscribe now.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We got to we'll come up with a catchphrase for y'all soon.
Facts, man. We definitely got to come up with that, man. And follow me on Twitter at Q_Hicks3. Follow Edgar at Edgar Martin 97. Damn, I almost blinked on that, man. And then Instagram at Edgar Martin Official. And yeah, you done said everything else. No articles to plug. Like I said in the beginning, subscribe to all our podcast platforms. We're on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Rock with us on all those platforms. And the email. I always forget the email. If you have any feedback, any questions, any concerns, bro, definitely hit us up at QANDEpodcast@gmail.com. And that's it, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. And we out. Peace.